Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English story. They used to call me dummy in school. The words, sharp as shards of glass, still echoed faintly in the back of my mind. Reading was a torturous slog. Numbers a confusing jumble. I was the kid who always got picked last for teams. The one whose lunch money sometimes disappeared. The bullying wasn't always physical, but the constant whispers and snickers chipped away at my self-worth, leaving me feeling small and insignificant. But something inside me refused to be defined by those labels. I wasn't naturally gifted, but I discovered the power of sheer, unrelenting effort. I spent hours hunched over textbooks, deciphering words and equations, pushing myself beyond what felt comfortable. I joined the track team, not because I was fast, but because I wanted to prove I could endure. I wasn't winning races, but I was finishing them, pushing my body to its limits. It was there, on the track, gasping for air, that I first realized something profound. Mental fortitude was more important than physical capabilities. My mind, not my muscles, was the key. I started challenging myself every day. Small things at first. Talking to someone new, volunteering for a presentation, trying a new sport. Each small victory, each time I pushed past the fear, built a little more confidence. I was tired of hiding, of pretending to be someone I wasn't. I started to express myself authentically, even if it felt awkward or vulnerable. I discovered a love for writing, pouring my thoughts and feelings onto the page. No longer afraid of judgment. Life, I realized, is a mind game. It's about how you choose to perceive and respond to challenges. I remembered the words of Rocky Balboa. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. I started viewing failures not as defeats, but as opportunities to learn and grow, to get back up and keep fighting. I began sharing my struggles with others, realizing that vulnerability wasn't weakness, but strength. I discovered that many people were facing similar battles, and that sharing our stories could create a powerful sense of connection and support. I understood the importance of building mental toughness daily, just like building physical strength. It required consistent effort and dedication. I also realized that seeking comfort within my insecurities was a trap. Felt safe, familiar, but it also kept me stagnant. True growth came from confronting those insecurities head-on, from stepping into the discomfort of the unknown. Self-confrontation was painful, but it was also liberating. It forced me to acknowledge my weaknesses, accept my imperfections, and embrace my authentic self. Then came the mountain. Literally. I decided to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. It was a brutal physical challenge, pushing me to the absolute limit of my endurance. But it was also a profound mental and spiritual journey. On the descent, I became severely ill with altitude sickness. For a terrifying period, I genuinely thought I might die. Lying there, weak and vulnerable, I had a stark realization. All the external achievements I had strived for, the good grades, the athletic accomplishments, meant nothing without inner peace and self-acceptance. I recovered, thankfully, but the experience changed me. It solidified what I had already begun to understand. True fulfillment came from within. It wasn't about external validation or achievements. It was about inner peace, self-acceptance, and living a life aligned with my values. I still face challenges. There are still moments of self-doubt and fear. But now, I approach them with a different perspective. I understand that self-improvement is not a destination. It's a continuous journey. I appreciate the process, the struggles, the victories, and everything in between. Most importantly, I've learned to remain calm during difficult times, to breathe, to trust in my inner strength, and to keep moving forward, one step at a time. The whispers of dummy are now just a faint echo, drowned out by the roar of my own self-acceptance and the quiet strength of a life lived authentically. The climb had been a brutal but beautiful metaphor. The thin air, the biting cold, the relentless uphill trek, it mirrored the challenges I'd faced in life. But the near-death experience on the descent had been a stark wake-up call. It stripped away all the external noise and forced me to confront the core of who I was. Back home, I began to integrate this profound realization into my daily life. I stopped chasing external validation. The need to impress others, to prove my worth through achievements, began to fade. Instead, I focused on cultivating inner peace and self-acceptance. I started a daily meditation practice, focusing on stillness and breath. It was difficult at first. My mind raced with thoughts and anxieties. But I persisted, remembering the lessons from the mountain. Mental fortitude, perseverance, and the importance of remaining calm during difficult times. Gradually, the stillness deepened, and I began to connect with a quiet strength within myself. I also revisited my writing. It was no longer about seeking recognition or approval. It was about expressing my authentic self, sharing my experiences, and connecting with others on a deeper level. I wrote about my struggles with learning difficulties, the bullying, the challenges of self-discovery, and the profound impact of the Kilimanjaro experience. Sharing these stories, once a source of shame, became a source of healing and connection. I started to understand the importance of daily mental workouts, just like physical workouts. I challenged myself to step outside my comfort zone every day, even in small ways. Could be as simple as striking up a conversation with a stranger, trying a new food, or learning a new skill. Each small act of courage strengthened my mental resilience and chipped away at the remnants of my old insecurities. I also focused on building stronger, more authentic relationships. I stopped pretending to be someone I wasn't and started being honest about my struggles and vulnerabilities. This vulnerability created deeper connections with others, fostering a sense of belonging and mutual support. I learned that sharing my struggles wasn't a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength and authenticity. It was the antithesis of the dummy label that had haunted me for so long. The Rocky Balboa analogy continued to resonate. I understood that life wasn't about avoiding the hits. It was about how I responded to them. Each setback, each disappointment, was an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become stronger. It wasn't about how hard I could hit, but how hard I could get hit and keep moving forward. I realized that seeking comfort within my insecurities was like staying in a small, dimly lit room. Felt safe, but it also kept me confined and prevented me from experiencing the vastness and beauty of the world outside. Stepping outside that room, confronting my fears, and embracing the unknown was scary, but it was also incredibly liberating. The most crucial aspect of this journey was self-confrontation. It wasn't always easy to look inward, to acknowledge my flaws and weaknesses, but it was essential for growth. By confronting my insecurities and accepting myself for who I was, imperfections and all, I was able to let go of the past and embrace the present. The physical challenge of Kilimanjaro had been a catalyst, but the true transformation happened in the quiet moments of self-reflection, in the daily practice of mindfulness, and in the conscious effort to live a more authentic and meaningful life. It wasn't about reaching the summit. It was about the journey itself, the lessons learned, and the person I became along the way. The transformation wasn't a sudden, dramatic shift. It was a gradual unfolding, a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. There were still days when the old insecurities would surface, when the whispers of dummy would try to creep back in. But now, I had the tools to silence them. I recognized them for what they were: echoes of the past, not reflections of my present self. I continued my daily practices, meditation, journaling, and the conscious effort to step outside my comfort zone. These weren't just habits. They were anchors, grounding me in the present moment and reminding me of the progress I had made. The mental workouts became more challenging, pushing me to confront deeper fears and insecurities. But I approached them with a sense of curiosity and self-compassion, knowing that each challenge was an opportunity to grow stronger. My relationships deepened as I became more authentic and vulnerable. I no longer felt the need to pretend or put on a facade. I shared my struggles and my triumphs openly, creating deeper connections with others who appreciated my honesty and vulnerability. I found that sharing my story not only helped me heal, but also inspired others to confront their own challenges. The Rocky Balboa analogy continued to be a guiding principle. I understood that life would continue to throw punches, and that there would be times when I would get knocked down. But now, I knew that I had the strength to get back up, to learn from the experience, and to keep moving forward. It wasn't about avoiding the hits. It was about developing the resilience to withstand them and emerge stronger. I also learned to appreciate the power of stillness. In the quiet moments of meditation, I found a deep sense of peace and clarity. I realized that true strength wasn't about constant action or striving. It was about finding stillness within, about connecting with my inner resources, and about trusting in the process of life. The near-death experience on Kilimanjaro had been a catalyst, but the true transformation came from the daily practice of self-improvement. It was about consistently choosing courage over fear, authenticity over pretense, and growth over comfort. It was about embracing the journey, with all its ups and downs, and finding joy in the process of becoming the best version of myself. I started to think less about external achievements and more about the impact I wanted to have on the world. I began mentoring young people who were struggling with learning difficulties and bullying, sharing my story and offering them support and encouragement. I wanted to show them that they weren't defined by their challenges, that they had the power to overcome adversity and achieve their dreams. I realized that my journey wasn't just about me. It was about using my experiences to help others, to inspire them, and to empower them to find their own strength and resilience. It was about creating a ripple effect of positive change, one person at a time. The whispers of dummy had long faded, replaced by the quiet confidence of a life lived with purpose, authenticity, and a deep appreciation for the journey itself. The mind game wasn't about winning or losing. It was about playing the game with courage, resilience, and an open heart. Years passed. The boy who was once called Dummy was now a man who spoke with quiet confidence and unwavering empathy. My work with young people had expanded, evolving from individual mentorship to leading workshops and giving talks at schools. I shared my story not as a tale of triumph over adversity, but as a testament to the human capacity for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. I no longer sought external validation. The trophies and accolades, while appreciated, held little weight compared to the deep sense of fulfillment I derived from helping others. My focus had shifted entirely from external achievements to internal peace and meaningful contribution. The climb of Kilimanjaro, once a symbol of physical and mental endurance, had become a metaphor for life itself. The near-death experience, though terrifying, had ultimately been a gift, a catalyst for profound self-reflection and a reminder of what truly mattered. It had taught me the importance of appreciating each moment, of finding joy in the simple things, and of living with intention and purpose. I continued my daily practices, meditation, journaling, and the conscious effort to step outside my comfort zone. These practices had become ingrained habits, not chores, but essential tools for maintaining my mental and emotional well-being. They helped me stay grounded, centered, and connected to my inner strength. The Rocky Balboa analogy remained relevant, but its meaning had deepened. It wasn't just about getting back up after being knocked down. It was about embracing the entire fight, the training, the setbacks, the victories, and everything in between. It was about recognizing that the true victory wasn't about winning the fight, but about becoming the best version of myself in the process. I understood that the journey of self-improvement is never truly finished. There would always be new challenges to face, new lessons to learn, and new opportunities for growth. But I approached these challenges with a sense of calm acceptance, knowing that I had the inner resources to navigate them with courage and resilience. My life had become a testament to the power of patience, not as passive waiting, but as an active combination of courage, open-mindedness, and inner strength. It was about trusting the process, embracing impermanence, and finding peace in the present moment. The whispers of dummy were now completely silent, replaced by the quiet hum of a life lived with purpose, authenticity, and deep self-acceptance. The mind game wasn't about winning or losing. It was about living each moment with intention, with kindness, and with an open heart. It was about recognizing that the greatest strength lies not in avoiding challenges, but in facing them with courage, resilience, and the unwavering belief in our own capacity for growth. My life had become a testament to the fact that you are indeed your problem, but you are also, and infinitely more importantly, your own solution. Moral of the story. The story emphasizes several crucial morals. Effort and perseverance can overcome perceived limitations. The initial struggles with learning difficulties and bullying highlight how dedicated effort and perseverance can overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Mental fortitude is paramount. The realization that mental strength is more important than physical capabilities underscores the power of mindset and resilience in achieving personal growth. Confronting fear leads to growth. The daily self-challenges and the Kilimanjaro experience illustrate how stepping outside one's comfort zone and facing fears leads to significant personal development. Authenticity and vulnerability foster deeper connections. Sharing personal struggles and being genuine creates stronger and more meaningful relationships. Life is a continuous journey of self-improvement. The narrative emphasizes that personal growth is not a destination but an ongoing process of learning, adapting, and evolving. Inner peace and self-acceptance are essential for fulfillment. The near-death experience and subsequent reflections highlight the importance of inner peace and self-acceptance as the foundation for true fulfillment rather than external achievements. Sharing your story can inspire others. The protagonist's work with young people demonstrates the power of sharing personal experiences to inspire and empower others facing similar challenges. True strength lies in resilience and inner resources. The story concludes by emphasizing that true strength comes not from avoiding challenges, but from facing them with courage, resilience, and a deep connection to one's inner resources. The mind game is not about winning or losing, but about playing with intention, kindness, and an open heart. It's about recognizing that the power to overcome challenges and create a fulfilling life resides within each of us. I'm so glad you spent this time with me. If you liked the story, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Take care, and see you next time.